Today we are going to be doing 3.1 lab about P and S waves and different movements. So there are two parts to this lab. One involves using a Slinky and one involves walking with certain movements. Now what you should have learned is that P waves move straight while S waves move in kind of an S motion. And I have some lab partners here helping me today. And using our Slinky all the way in the back, can my friend in the back wave? So back there represents the focus, which is inside the earth. Up here, I have the surface of the earth, and this is where the epicenter of the earthquake is. And what you can see here is like a diagram of a little house. It might be hard to see on the camera, but that little diagram of the house, you're going to observe two things. One, the movement of the house, and two, the movement of the Slinky with the P versus the S waves. Now, one of my other partners over here is going to simulate the P and S waves in a walking movement. He's got some obstacles set up, and depending on what wave he is simulating, he is going to move the way that he needs to move. So keep in mind that this lab is set up horizontally when typically what's happening inside the Earth's layers is occurring vertically, so up and down. So starting inside the focus, this is where the earthquake is beginning, and we are going to simulate a P wave. So while you guys move the Slinky, I want you to walk in the movement of a P wave. Think of a P wave as a push. So what my partner in the back here is doing is pushing the Slinky. And what my partner walking here is doing is just walking straight. So it's a pretty straightforward movement of a little push. You can kind of pause it for a second. Kind of see, do one push. And you'll see what happens to the house is it moves forward and back. Now, if it were going vertically, it would essentially move up and down. But for this lab, the house moves forward and back. And you can see that the person walking is just moving in a straight motion. Now we are going to simulate an S wave. So you guys can start by showing an S wave. And you'll notice that the Slinky is moving in that S movement, and at the house, can you hold the house by the string? Now do an S wave again. The house is moving side to side. So if that happened vertically, the house would still move side to side. And then my partner here who was walking in an S wave, like through the different obstacles, it may take him longer to walk in that obstacle versus just walking straight. And that is the difference between a P and an S wave.